Hello everybody, SC Turka here with a little review of the American Carcraft. It's a dead pedal brushed. Just installed it on the 2016 GT350. Don't really want to do mods to this car, but this is just something that just made sense. It looks really good. And the dead pedal, of course, on the far left there, matches the other pedals really nicely. It's brushed, I guess it's brushed stainless steel. It looks really nice. So that was easy. Just clean the surface area, test fit it, peel the backing off, and stick on. So I got that done. And another little update on GT350. Today, finally got my new license plates. So always been kind of a Shelby fan, just never bought one. I've had a bunch of different Mustangs, 2007 GT. Then I converted that into kind of a GT500 clone with the motor, the trans. Boy, that was an expensive project, and quite frankly, a wasteful, spent money on that. Wasn't worth it. Trouble. That's why I don't modify cars anymore. And then, last week, and I've had these plates for a little bit. I bought them originally for my red Mustang GT that I got rid of when I bought the GT350, and after buying a red car again, I knew this would be perfect for it. So welcome to Red Hot. Looks pretty cool. I like the legacy plates in California. And a little update. Took the grill off, and I had a guy come out and do PDR on the bumper. Unfortunately, plastic just doesn't respond like steel does, and it doesn't want to stay in its original spot. So what I did is I pulled the grill off, and I used some of that foam they use on pipes. Kind of looks almost like a pool noodle, and you can't really tell from the videos, but right about in this area here, there was a little ripple. Now, there's a tiny little ripple, and I mean it is like so tiny that it's unnoticeable. You can barely see it. Before it was very noticeable. It wasn't terrible, but I'm a kind of a perfectionist, as I've stated in the previous video. So I shoved foam behind both sides, where there was one over here too. And that one kind of went away, unnoticeable totally. I don't want to have my bumper repaired and repainted and lose the factory finish. So I figured this is just kind of a neat, nice, easy, clean way to fix it. And it's not noticeable. Well, during the install of the foam, I kind of dropped my pliers on the grill like a fucking idiot that I was there. Pardon my French. So it's not that noticeable, but I'm gonna get a new grill, and I'm gonna sell this guy on eBay, and it cost me a couple bucks. I know somebody will want it for their standard GTI because it is a cool grill. So other than that, everything's good in the neighborhood here. So I finally got both of my personalized plates. I've had commenters saying, oh, you probably got these cars from the dealership because you detail them. No, I do not detail cars. I didn't get them from the dealership other than going there to buy them. And both cars are purchased, no leases. And an update on my Edge here, I did find a person on Swap a Lease. And I'm going to give him a bonus, not a huge bonus, but enough to get him motivated to take over the lease. He did apply, and he was approved, and now I'm just waiting for Ford Motor Credit to draw up the documents so they can get them out to me, and I can sign them. And I believe I have to take them to the dealership, and then after that I've got to send them off to the client. Probably do an overnight on that so we don't waste any time, because I certainly don't want to make another payment in the meantime and throw away some money. So he's pretty responsive, and just like myself, he's anxious to get it. So I'm anxious to get it to him. He lives in New York, and he's just gonna use a carrier to bring it out. Now, I guess on Swap a Lease there isn't many Edge Sports, but not one spec the way this one is at the price he wanted to pay. So this is probably the only one in the country on that website where you can get it the way he wanted it at the price he wanted. And there's a whole bunch of other ones out there, SELs, and they actually are priced payment wise higher than this one. I guess I must have got a decent deal on it, although anytime you buy any car or lease any car, you're going to forfeit the down that you gave them. So, but it was a lot cheaper than if I bought it and traded it in, because like I said in the previous video, trade-in was, well, they offered me 36, then 38, and I told them no to either, and then they didn't even want it because they realized that it's probably a $34,000 trade-in vehicle. So they can, I guess they have to go through it even though as new as it is, and then they sell it, and they'll probably end up getting 39, 40 for it, maybe if they're lucky. 39. You know how everybody is, they want everything for nothing nowadays. So, you know, it would have been a huge loss for me, probably at least a $10,000 loss plus. So I'm glad I didn't buy it. But it's a nice vehicle. It's just kind of big and heavy and cushy, and I don't know, I'm more into the trim performance cars. Although this is the performance version of the Edge, it's not my idea of a performance car by no means. But the Golf R is a cool car. I really wanted to get, like I said, I wanted the Focus RS. I was going to get the RS2 package, sunroof. I was also going to get the nitrous blue, which is a totally awesome color. That's totally fitting of the the Focus RS, I should say. And I wanted the bigger wheels with the Cup Sport 2 or Sport Cup 2 tires from Michelin, and that would have brought it to close to $43,000. Although one of the people that I saw a video of today on YouTube said he got it for MSRP. You know, I've had a standing relationship with my dealer over here, and they wouldn't give it to me at MSRP. They said, well, you know what, let us sell a couple first, let us make our money while it's hot, and then we'll sell you one at a reduced price. But they didn't say MSRP, so I'm assuming a couple grand over. I said, screw it, I'm not going to give, I don't want to buy anything for over MSRP anyways. So you can take that and send it off to somebody else. Now, I really wanted this Mustang badly, so, and in the previous videos I mentioned I paid $10K over, but luckily through some help of an unknown friend at my local dealer, I was able to get the $5 grand back because they overcharged me. They should have been charging 10, it should have been 5, and that was per their corporate. So I guess they wanted to save face, corporate did at least, and they gave me my money back. So anyways, that's been about it here on the car front. But I don't really anticipate doing too much to this car. I am kind of interested in either the New Speed or the Juicebox 2, and I'm understanding there's a Juicebox 4 that might be out soon. And it's kind of a module that goes in between the sensors, and it'll bump up the boost safely. I think it's 4.75 to 5 pounds of boost, and it turns this car into a rocket ship. Focus RS, bye-bye Charlie, because this thing will just blow your doors off. But I don't know if I want to do that. It's not terribly difficult to install. There's 4 sensors you have to plug in a harness to, and then you have to use the control module. I guess it sticks to the battery with the Velcro. But then if you take it to get it serviced, you definitely want to remove it. So you got to remove the belly pan, unplug all the sensors, unfish, you know, the wiring out. I guess it isn't terrible, except if it weren't for the belly pan removal on the passenger side to get to that last sensor, I think it would be, quite frankly, quite easy. I had one of these on my BMW 335. Did it make much of a difference? I don't know. I did go with a tune that BMW, I guess they blessed. I forgot what it was called. It was pretty cool. It worked well. The first tune that they uploaded was missing some codes, so it was actually still stock. Then they called me to tell me that, hey, we made a mistake. The company's in Northern California. I forgot their name though. I'll remember it after I make this video. But I haven't had a BMW in a while, and tell you the truth, they're just overpriced. The options lists are super long, and the price tags are super duper high. So with that said, forget it. I think next time I get a BMW, I'll just do a lease on one, and that's the way I'm going to go. But for now, this is my Volkswagen version of a BMW hot hatch. So a couple more little things coming to this. I just need to stop spending money because I've spent too much in the last few months anyways, and with a couple small catastrophes on my rentals, kind of set me back a little bit. But I'll get back up and rise to the occasion. But we'll see. I got to get some driving videos in eventually. So you all have a great day, and I hope you buy the car of your dreams as well. In a few years, perhaps I may jump back to the Corvette, and this time I'll go with the Z06. But I have to remember that my insurance company doesn't want to insure cars over 100 grand, so I got to make sure that MSRP stays below that, or they'll just kick me to the curb, and I'll have to buy insurance from another company and pay out the nose. And I'm not willing to do that. I have a great insurance rates for all these 3 cars. It's $1,000 a year with max coverages, like up to $500,000. So, you know, I'm not going to give that up just to buy a car that costs too much. So take care, have a great day, and in sunny Southern California, it is awesome out here today. See you next time.